Hello everyone, welcome to the UCC News Hub. We have here Kwame, and in this video I'll be taking you through how to apply and come to UCC, the University of Competitive Choice. So if you are wondering how to buy the voucher and apply to UCC, this is the best video for you that you can ever find online. So without wasting much time, I'll take you through how to apply and come to the University of Cape Coast. Firstly, we will go online and view some documents so that we will be familiar with what we are about to do. We will open our browser and we will move to, first let me take you to our blog. So we have UCC News Hub. We've got a blog here where we put much of our information. We've got a lot of details there we would like you to explore. News Hub. All right. So this is UCC News Hub. This is UCC News Hub. We've got a lot of information here which can help you for you coming in and those who are already here. So we have a video here on how to activate your institutional email. So if you are already in the school and you need assistance with certain things like that, some tips of the university, this is the best site for you to get those information. So we have a video here which will take you to YouTube on how to how to activate your institutional email. And we also have here how to reset your e-learning portal password. Yeah, so to apply, let's navigate to UCC tab here, then scroll down. You will see we have a post here, that's UCC opens applications for 2024-2025 first degree programs. All right, so once we come in here, we are going to have a little info that we might need. So if you are in the house and you want to apply and come to UCC, there are some places that you can visit to buy the voucher so that you can apply online. So here are some list of banks that you can go and buy your voucher. But most of the time, the first place that you can take a look at is the post office box. The Ghana post office. So that's the first point of contact most of us might want to take a look at, see if we can get ourselves our voucher. Before applying to or going to buy the voucher, you have to have the kind of program you want to do in mind, right? Whether you are coming for undergrad or postgraduate, you have to know where you are going because it's needed when you are applying and when you are going to buy the voucher too. I think we have some difference between the undergrad and the postgraduate, or let me say sandwich. There's something like that. All right, so here are some of the banks that you can get them from. Also, you can get them online. There are other short codes that we will provide in the description below so that you can use them to buy your voucher online. All right, so this is the little information I would like to show you here. So from here, we'll be navigating to a different site. So I assume you have your voucher already, because once you know where to go and buy, after buying your voucher, buying your voucher, then we move straight to where we are going to do the real process of applying to the University of Cape Coast. So we just type something like apply UCC portal. So the moment we type that, we have this URL That's the first point of contact. So you will go to apply.ucc.edu.gh. This is the home page where your application starts, right? So we have two categories. If you are an international student, you do not need the voucher. Your process is different. But if you are not and you live here in Ghana, you're not coming from elsewhere, then the first option is where you're supposed to choose. And as I said, you're supposed to have your voucher already. So if you don't have, then you see we have vendors listed here that you can click, and this will take you to where a list of where you can get the voucher and buy, right? So assuming we have our voucher already, we will click here and continue. All right, so here we will verify the voucher that you have, whether it's for undergrad or postgraduate, regular or sandwich. Yeah. So we bought the form for undergrad. Then we have here our serial and pin, right? But let's read some information here. A picture will be required before you enter. These are some of the information you need to read so that you get fully prepared when you enter. That means you have this information listed here ready for upload. So once you get the vouchers, the one that you need, you log in with a PIN and the serial number provided to you. You must have your WASSCE diploma or matured, whatever you are using to apply, the result that you are using to apply already. And you have to have a passport picture, a soft copy for that matter, since you'll be uploading, not a physical one. And the size shouldn't exceed 100 kilobytes, meaning the moment it exceed, you won't be able to upload. So you have to get this ready, and it shouldn't exceed what? 100 kilobytes. Also, before it says save and continue, there is a button in there that says save and continue, which will save your work so that you can log in later on and come and complete your application. But the moment you go for the submit and print, then it means you are done. And the moment you submit this, you won't be allowed to make any changes after submission. So it says here that changes after form submission is not allowed. The moment you submit it, you are done. All right. And we have, make sure you provide the information before submitting your form. Yeah. So we have one important key that you must have. That's your phone number. So whatever update, in case UCC pick you or they don't pick you, any update or information that they are required to send to you will be sent to the phone number that you provide during the filling of the application. So you have to provide a right phone number which is very active, and it should be your own so that you are being given the update as to whether you've been given the admission or not. So once you fill in with your details, then we hit submit. Bam, we are in. So here's where you are supposed to upload a picture, right? And the picture there's this information again, which is the picture color. The background color of the image should be white. So since it's going to be white, we recommend you don't put on white shirt, so that we will have that contrast between you and the background. So if the background is supposed to be white, then maybe you can put on something like blue, black, red, any other color aside white. And the size we read from the homepage, the size of the image that you are supposed to upload shouldn't be more than 100 kilobytes. And you can't change it once you submit your form. So meaning you have to get a current picture, not an old picture. Also, wherever you see this red asterisk, it means it's a requirement that you are supposed to provide before you submit this form. Without providing it, you can't submit your application. So let's say the title, you are supposed to have fill this portion that is for the title. If you don't select any, you can't submit this application. Surname and first name. Every individual is having a surname and a first name, right? But the middle name isn't mandatory. So if applicable, if only you have, that's why we are not having the asterisk there. And no matter who you are, you have to have a date of birth, your gender, nationality, hometown, those kind of things. Ghana card here isn't mandatory. You might not have your Ghana card, yes, yet you can still apply. So you can skip this one, but if you have, then you fail. Religion is not mandatory. So that's it. And here too it says the phone number again. So make sure you provide a valid phone number of your own. Make sure you provide a valid phone number of your own so that any update that the university want to send to you, you get it and you know the status of your application. So you make sure the number is correct. All right. So even you can see here, we have the red asterisk there, but we don't have it with the email. It means without filling this portion, you can't submit this application. All right. And you have to select the program that you want to do. So UCC gives you four choices. UCC gives you four choices. So I can select maybe Bachelor of Arts, African Studies. I can select another program here. You can select up to four different programs. So based on the combination of your course that you did at the senior high school level, if you read science, we have core science, core subject and elective. So based on the elective that you did there and the scores that you had on your WASSCE certificate, UCC will be able to determine where your strengths and weaknesses are and give you a suitable program to come and read here. That's why they've given you four choices to select any program that you might want to. And even before selecting these programs, we have a list of programs and their cutoff point that you are supposed to check out before you start filling, because you might select the four programs here and you might not qualify for any of the programs. So before applying, you have to check the cutoff point of all the program and the requirement, the elective program required for you to read this. And we have one option here that is for fee paying. So maybe you might not get the kind of program that you want. Maybe the last one was what they will consider to give it to you, but even that, you don't really meet the requirement. But if you have money to pay, you can select maybe social science. So this one, I want this to be fee paying. So if you are being given this, then it means you will be paying your fees. This tells you that university is free, as free education, right? So this is non-residential academic program option. All right, so this is for non-residential people who are not around campus, right? Then you are supposed to provide. Do you want to be considered as an for non-residential program? Yeah. So you either choose yes or no, and your year of completion. Here is where we take your details, right? So you enter your index number for this portion. Then you select the year, the exam type, whether it's WASSCE or NOVDEC. We have so many different type of requirement that certificate that can be used to verify you so that you can be given a program in the university. So you have your index number here, the year that you completed, and the kind of program. Once you do that, then you click on verify. Automatically the system will be able to get your information from WAEC and put them right here for you. And if you wrote NOVDEC, and you might be having different types of certificates. Let's say you have about three. That's the maximum we have here. So then your WASSCE, your NOVDEC here, and any other certificate that you are having to back this up, right? Then you do so. So then we move to our parent details, emergency contact details, those that we are supposed to contact if something happens to you and we can't reach you, the university can't reach you, then the person that you provide the details here will be contacted so that we know your whereabouts. So after us, and you are not sure of any of the information that you've provided here, and you are having second thought of waiting, and maybe you want to apply later or like some confirmation or assurance from your parents, something like that, then you can save and continue later. But if you are certain of whatever information that you've provided so far, then you can hit the submit and print. The moment you hit the submit and print, the information provided will be sent to UCC, and you'll be able to print a soft copy of the form that you filled for safekeeping yourself. And aside that, whenever you log in again, you'll be able to find the information here, just that you won't be able to edit. Once you submit, then that's it. Sure. So you can submit and print. But I've not filled this form. So I have cell phone and contact person not filled in. So the moment I try submitting, it tells me actually you're going to submit this form. Note that you will not be able to reverse. So it's giving me this warning. The moment I submit and I don't fill in these important details, I won't be able to make any changes to it. So far, this is the process that is involved in buying your voucher and applying to the University of Cape Coast. You can find in the description below some short code that will enable you to buy your voucher online, I mean remotely, without you visiting the bank or the post office. So basically you can do all this at the comfort of your home. And if you have any confusion, like you don't understand anything here, you can equally contact us through the email in the channel description. So we've provided a contact email into the channel description where you can check it out and give us some message, and we will be able to assist you from here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.